I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not
yeah,
your.
I don't like nothing about him. I just felt like he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him.
Old Floyd Mayweather, when I used to go back and forth with people on social media, I don't do that anymore.
I own right now somewhere upwards of 100 buildings or more, and in 99% of my buildings are in New York City.
I also want to say a cool thing I saw that you did.
Following the announcement that the federal government had seized $250 million from Floyd Mayweather's residence, Terence Crawford took a scathing stab at Mayweather. He protects himself by using what he has. Crawford's implication that Floyd conceals himself behind his wealth and notoriety struck a deep chord, highlighting Mayweather's ostentatious lifestyle as a flimsy facade.
I just really don't like that dude.
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like I really don't like him. That's like,
just not your cup of tea. That's just not your.
Yeah, I don't like nothing about him. I just felt like he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's using what he got to shield him. He got a lot of security guards around him, and he's in the limelight and stuff like that. But in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
Do you like him as a fighter though?
Yeah, he's a damn good fighter.
Yeah,
but like his core personality.
I no longer waste time responding to haters online, Floyd Mayweather said. That's what young Floyd did, he remarked. The undefeated champ clarified that he has abandoned the practice of continuously defending himself on social media in favor of concentrating on his professional and personal development.
I found myself in the past, the younger Floyd Mayweather, going back and forth on the internet with different people. But I'm in a better place in my life right now. I couldn't ask to be in a better place. So the old Floyd Mayweather, when I used to go back and forth with people on social media, I don't do that anymore because I'm truly, truly blessed, way beyond belief. What's important to me right now is my real estate. My family.
Floyd Mayweather has been dealing with serious IRS tax issues. The IRS filed a federal tax lien against him because he owed more than $22 million in unpaid taxes from 2015. Mayweather asked for a temporary respite from the U.S. tax court, stating that his assets were limited and mostly illiquid, and asked to settle the obligation later. However, the IRS rejected his request for installments, claiming he had enough assets to pay the tax.
And it looks like he's filed a petition with the United States tax court saying that much of his money is tied up and cannot be easily converted into the cash that he needs to pay those taxes. And so for that reason, he's asking for a short-term installment agreement, and that's going to allow him more time to get the cash. Right, and according to the Law 360 report, here's a direct quote. Although the taxpayer has substantial assets, those assets are restricted and primarily illiquid. So the taxpayer has a significant liquidity event scheduled in about 60 days from which he intends.
Floyd Mayweather has openly declared that he owns over 100 properties, including a substantial Manhattan real estate transaction. He declared the purchase of 62 New York buildings. City claims to be the only owner of these properties, but there are rumors that his real ownership interest may be small, raising questions about the size of his real estate empire.
I own right now somewhere upwards of 100 buildings or more, and in 99% of my buildings are in New York City.
I also want to say a cool thing I saw that you did. You donated millions of money and buildings to victims of the LA wildfire, and I saw that. That was a cool thing you did.
I feel like if you're in a position to give back, why not? I have a great team.
You're in a position to give back.
Yes. I have a strong team and a great team, and God has truly, truly blessed me to put me in a position, not just to be able to make a lot of money, but also give back, if not just my time, but also financially.
Did you ever get an itch to get back in the ring at all?
No, not at all. No.
Not even a little, not even there, you don't see anything, I
sit on my couch. I can sit on my couch every week and a wire come every week, millions, every week. That's why I'm Floyd Money Mayweather every week.
I know. But you're so good at it.
Great at it.
Mayweather's reputation for flaunting his opulent homes and outstanding collection of luxury vehicles serves to further solidify his image of riches and extravagance. He frequently shares glimpses of his opulent lifestyle on social media, including his large garage full of expensive cars.
I'll show you a couple toys. They call this the $1 million garage.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Well, we are on ESPN. These are sports cars. This is a sports network. This car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. You ain't seen these toys?
I haven't seen these?
No.
Floyd, this is 7 cars, man. Silver, platinum, Miami, black LA, white Vegas.
Yeah, in New York, I got my drivers.
And you got your drivers in New York?
Yeah.
Why? Talk to me about why you make the decision to drive different colored cars in respective cities.
Spoiled brat.
Oh, just being a brat?
Just being a brat.
The 7 cars that you showed me are in excess of 15 to 20 million.
Terence Crawford has publicly attacked Mayweather, casting doubt on both his money and boxing prowess. When asked who he would defeat in a fight between the two, Crawford said with confidence that he would win.
Yeah, so if he was pound for pound, Floyd was pound for pound. You or Floyd, who would have done that? Who would have won that?
Me.
Oh shit, okay, I'm just asking. Floyd was pound for pound before.
That would have been a hard fucking fight though.
Man, me versus anybody, I'm gonna always say me.
Okay.
Come on now.
Mayweather remained calm in the face of Crawford's comments, expressing support for Crawford's boxing career and refusing to participate in the negative. Additionally, Crawford has claimed that Mayweather utilized intravenous injections before to his bout with Manny Pacquiao, which is against boxing rules.
You guys can use IVs to rehydrate?
We can't use IVs either.
No? When did they change that?
I ain't never. They changed anything. I think that was legal because you didn't know when Floyd fought Pacquiao, that was a thing. IVs or something like that. But yeah, you can't use that stuff.
You can use the IV to mask performance-enhancing drugs. That's why they outlawed it.
There have been comparisons drawn between Crawford's and Mayweather's legacies, with some arguing that Crawford is doing things that Mayweather was unable to do during his career.
Floyd versus Triple G. Listen, man, Floyd didn't fight him, and Floyd is an all-time great. But what a missed opportunity. You got Crawford going from 135 and talking about fighting Canelo at 168. It's kind of the same thing, except for Floyd fought a few times at 154. I'm not faulting Floyd for not fighting Triple G. I totally get it. I'm just saying that upper echelon, the reason why I will always have Sugar Ray Leonard over Floyd is the crazy, the insane part of it. What Terence Crawford is talking about doing, he ain't saying let me meet Canelo at a catchweight. Canelo's undisputed there. Let me go get him.
Mayweather has been under fire from Triple H, who has pointed out that he is getting older and is involved in a number of controversies, suggesting that he is not the boxer Floyd once was. Despite assertions to the contrary from opponents such as Logan Paul, Mayweather has made billions of dollars over his boxing career. Paul claims he is still owed millions by Mayweather from their 2021 bout, pointing to underpaid percentages of his pay-per-view and guaranteed purse. Mayweather denies these allegations, citing the nature of pay-per-view earnings as the reason for the delays. His business practices have also come under scrutiny after workers at his Mayweather boxing and fitness facility staged protests over unpaid salaries. These problems call into question his professed riches and his ability to meet his financial commitments.
Mayweather's made over $1 billion throughout his entire career, but now he's being accused of being broke. This accusation comes from Logan Paul, who fought Floyd Mayweather 1 year ago, which was one of the biggest fights in all of history, selling over 1 million pay-per-view buys. But Floyd Mayweather was paid the majority of the money when it was reported he made $100 million off the fight. For Logan Paul, who handled all the marketing, it's not the same where he hasn't been paid one penny. Now it's because every single dollar made went through Floyd Mayweather's company. Logan Paul said despite them having a contract, he's owed $5 million by Floyd Mayweather that he's just not paying him. And Logan Paul, along with his brother Jake Paul, have bashed Floyd Mayweather, accusing him of being broke. Which Floyd Mayweather is undeniably a pretty bad guy, where he went to jail for 2 months for domestic battery. Floyd Mayweather has been accused of domestic abuse by over half a dozen women, including his ex-wife. And it was confirmed in court by his son when he was just 10 years old. But Floyd Mayweather took offense to being called broke and said he makes $300 million a month, which is a complete joke because it would mean he has more cash coming in than Bill Gates. And Logan Paul said if Mayweather doesn't pay soon, he's taking him to court. But who knows, maybe Mayweather's money is just a show.
Though his reputation outside of the ring sometimes draws more criticism than praise, Floyd Mayweather has long been considered one of the most gifted fighters of his age. His haughty demeanor, which several boxing legends and fans have publicly denounced, is a major contributing factor to this. Boxing legend Roy Jones Jr. has not held back in expressing his disapproval, bluntly declaring that Mayweather is not the greatest of all time. According to Jones,
to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Chavez was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could have retired at 80-0. You go up top there? No. He just didn't stop, right? You got to 50 and you stopped because of Rocky Marciano.
Right.
So Rocky died. If he wouldn't die, he probably would have kept going too. So that's, and then at the end, you fight a guy that's 0-0 for number 50. How can I respect it?
Yeah.
You feel me? Right. So, I mean, I love Floyd, don't get it wrong, I'm not hating on Floyd, but come on, bro, you fight a guy that's 0-0, Conor McGregor was 0-0, and they let you do it.
Greatness in boxing is not solely derived from showing off wealth or an undefeated record, but rather from humility, respect, and the capacity to elevate the sport.
You know what's crazy? People are always in my business worried about what I'm doing, what Floyd is doing, what Floyd ain't doing, what I do got, what I don't got. Just know, I'm gonna stay in my lane, I ain't gonna with nobody, and I don't want nobody fucking with me. If I go on vacation, my fault. When I go on vacation for 30 days, I take 30 watches with me. But you know what? You know what? What's crazy is this. If we add 10 more days, I take 10 more watches. But then I say, if I want to bring out the one and only, then I bring out the watch that costs 18 million. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? For you motherfucking haters today, I'm gonna go fuck off $50,000 because I ain't got shit else to do. Money made all motherfucking day.
Some of the biggest artists, and you wouldn't even know, because my name don't have to be on everything.
I have to be the marquee.
Yeah, because sometimes if you put your name on certain things, you got people that's gonna be jealous. So sometimes I don't got to have my name on it to collect the check.
So in the beginning, you know, I feel like people was rooting for me, wanted the best for me. And the more and more as I accomplished more and kept accomplishing things, then you start seeing like different things. Then you start saying, he's a wife beater, or he's not that smart, or you hear so many different things. And I just feel like, okay, you're entitled to believe whatever you want to believe.